BMWs, we all love them, don't we? This is a G81 LCI facelift M3 Touring, the greatest car ever made, in my opinion. Competitors such as the RS6 Avant and the C63 Estate, which is faster only when it's charged. Looking at this absolute beauty in its Voodoo blue colour scheme with the contrast and CS wheels, it just pops. It is the best car and the most beautiful M3 Touring I've seen yet. I prefer it even more than the CS. Now let me introduce you to Jamie, the proud owner of this lovely M3 Touring. Here we have Jamie, the proud owner of this absolutely stunning G81 Touring. He's a good mate of mine. I actually sold him the car back, how long ago was it, Jamie?
You did, mate. It was about 1.5 years ago now.
Yeah, you've done a few mods now anyway.
So you are the reason that I've got this. No, I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I love the car. It's been brilliant. Had it for, like I said, just over 1.5 years now.
Yeah.
As you know, we've done many road trips together.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure.
Yes, lads.
Pizza time.
Pizza time for the boys in the Alps. Pizza in the Alps. Have you ever done that before? I know I haven't. Yeah, this was definitely the best road trip car, in fairness.
It is. It's just a complete package. I mean, there's not many cars that you can feel like you're driving a racing car with the Alcantara wheel, carbon buckets, and then you sort of pinch yourself when you turn around and you're in an estate car. The dog's in the boot.
It's the amount of heads this thing turns. Because I'm in my M4 and I feel like I'm in a shit box because everybody going down to Monaco is like, and there's me, I'm just driving and passing a taxi or something.
Not at all, mate.
I think it's the likes of the CS, because they're genuine CS wheels.
They are, yeah. So I bought these CS wheels not long after I took delivery of the car, actually.
How much were they?
So I think from BMW Direct, they're about 4K. I actually managed to pick up a set of used OEM wheels, so I just switched the tyres straight over to them.
They were standard fit with your...
Yes, standard
tyres.
fit. I've got running spacers and lower, so spacers all round. Don't quote me on the exact millimetre there, but spacers all round. Lowering springs on the front because from factory they just ride a little bit too high.
Same as the F82s and the F80s. They ride very high at the front.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and it just gives it that. It just makes it sit a bit better, and it just makes the front end feel a bit more direct. A lot, so you definitely notice it when you're driving. When I took delivery of it, I had it all fully PPF'd, so I got Steck.
You don't want to get a stone chip on that Voodoo blue.
Definitely not. No, I love the colour way too much.
Individual paint.
Way too much. And Steck also do a carbon PPF now.
Look at this carbon on the roof.
So from factory, you don't get a carbon roof with a Touring. The Saloon you can do, and the M4 and whatnot. But yeah, as a Touring you don't. So I've done the carbon PPF on the roof, along with the side skirts. So just the section here that sticks out on the side skirts.
It looks really well, that. Looks really, really well.
Yeah, it just finishes it off, I think. With the exterior carbon pack, you get the wing mirrors.
It's all standard,
front spoiler, rear splitter. So yeah, as a whole, I'm really happy with it. And they're 530 brake standard, and I know they're very tunable. So if it did have a proper tune on it, it would be about 700 horsepower. So stage 1, 700-ish.
700 horsepower in a family wagon that you can put the dog in the boot.
Mate, it's
a hypercar kit or that, like?
It's just silly, really. Absolutely silly. And because I got OCD as well, these lovely carbon buckets, you can have these amazing. Let me just show you over here. These lovely little protectors here. I was talking about
the bucket seats in the RS3. They're very tame and they're very narrow. Yeah. Where this, for me, is a proper bucket seat. Some people love them, some people hate them, but you're buying a bucket seat for a reason. It's a driver's car, really.
You get violated on the way in. But yeah, once you're
what do you get violated by?
You get pregnant on the way in, man or woman, by this bolster, which I'm very strange about and got protectors on.
He's got protectors on the bolsters, so.
But yeah, there's not many seats that, especially bucket seats that I've sat in, that give you that support when you need it. You know, I bought the car to drive it.
Yeah.
But also we do a lot of road trips together.
We love the road trips.
They're so comfortable. I mean, we did that, south of France, back to home, 15 hours. It was, what was it? It was 1,000 miles. Just nick of a short, just short of 1,000 miles. And comfiest seats I've ever sat in. So yeah. So happy with them.
Class.
And it's with the LCI now, you get the you can have the flat bottom Alcantara steering wheel from factory as an option. So
We'll show you the steering wheel.
that was pretty much the reason I ordered the car, to be honest.
So Jamie, we know you've done a little bit of lowering, wheel spacers. Tell me, what about brakes? There was a specific reason you didn't go for ceramics at the time?
I think at the time it was just the cost, and I wasn't too sure sort of how I was going to use the car. Now I know that we use it purely for road trips and like a good bit of fast road driving. The majority of the time the steels are good, but yeah, I do wish I would have ticked that box now. But there's one upgrade that you can do. So I've upgraded the pads to carbon pads by a company called Speed by Design. Main reason I like them, I've got OCD. You get zero brake dust. We done what?
What about my M4? The wheels were black.
Oh,
and
mate.
yours, we got to Monaco and yours still look clean.
Chimney sweeper pads
Chimney
he had on those things. Yeah, no, these are so much better to drive with. You just got to warm them up a little bit more. So, you know, when you first go out in the morning, don't expect to have, you know, stopping power of a parachute. Not at all.
Where was it, what pass was it where your brakes were starting to overheat a bit? It wasn't Furca.
It was coming down to St Bernard's Pass in Italy.
Yeah.
So when the roads change, and you know when you go over to you cross that Italian border, the roads go from like, you know, nice smooth tarmac to cobble. So.
On the radio, it's all like, I think my brakes are overheating. I was like, what's that smell? What's that?
Yeah, I think that's the only time I've experienced it, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's a big heavy car, and you had a passenger.
It is, yeah, big, the passenger.
Jay White, Diego Maradona, we call him.
Yeah, really good though.
So in regards to sound on the car, you've done a little bit of a modification on the exhaust, haven't you, Jamie?
Yeah, mate. So from factory, I was a little bit underwhelmed with how this car sounded. Obviously, you've got CATs and OPFs and everything in this day and age. So now I've done a single mid-pipe conversion, which is basically removal of the OPFs, and also fitted a Miltech valve controller, so you can open the valves all the way throughout the whole rev range, which is brilliant. Or you can press a button and put it back into stock form. So keeps the car nice and quiet, but yeah, really makes it a lot more aggressive when you want it to be.
They're definitely closed there.
Sorry, I got the time. I was trying to press it. Sometimes it's a bit hesitant to close.
No, I tell you what, there's some difference between open and closed.
Oh, massive difference, especially driving a motorway driving. There's like zero drone,
Yeah,
when it's closed.
You don't want the drone, especially those long hauls we do on the road trips.
Mate, this thing's an absolute saviour. So yeah,
It's like an electric key fob, isn't it? Electric
it
gate.
is, mate, yeah. Electric car or race car,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you choose.
So folks, do not miss your opportunity to get your hands on this absolutely stunning Voodoo Blue M3 Touring. It will be fully prepped and on the website very soon. Give me that.
Not for sale.
It
Well, you
is
can
for
do 90k. You can have it. But anything less, no chance.